We're taking a look inside the toy box with Toy Story 3. So let's get cracking! Hello, all my explorers, and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren, and I'm with Castlescapes and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We talk Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, The Muppets, 20th Century, National Geographic, Disney Plus, ABC, Hulu. If it's about Disney, we are talking about it. So if you like that kind of content, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post. It really does help us out. So we are continuing our series Inside the Toy Box, which is our look at the films of Pixar Animation Studios in chronological order. And today we are talking about my favorite Toy Story film, 2010's Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 now sees Andy at 17 and ready to go to college. During its packing process, Woody and the rest of the toys are accidentally donated to Sunnyside Daycare, which is ruled by a strawberry-scented teddy bear named Lotso Huggin' Bear, or Lotso for short. In the meantime, Woody is adopted by a girl named Bonnie, where he enjoys being played with for the first time in a long time. In the end, Woody must rescue his friends from the iron fist of Lotso. During the initial 7-film deal Pixar had with Disney, Disney owned the characters Pixar had developed. And up to Cars, Disney had the right to develop sequels using those characters, with the Pixar having the first right of refusal. Then Disney CEO Michael Eisner found himself constantly sparring with Pixar owner Steve Jobs. Disney had a new animation studio called Circle 7 and had it start developing a third Toy Story movie to be released in 2008 before Pixar even made a decision. Bradley Raymond, who previously directed Disney's direct-to-video sequels such as The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 and The Lion King 1.5, was hired to direct the film. Among the scripts Circle 7 had under consideration was one from Teacher's Pet screenwriters Bill and Sherry Steinkellner. The story had Andy visiting his grandmother's house while his room is getting remodeled. The gang would be introduced to two new toys named Hee Hee and Gladiola, who would serve as detectives in a whodunit scenario. The script was not picked up for the third installment, but Disney liked it enough that it was going to use it for a fourth movie. The script they did end up wanting to go with had the toys ship a malfunctioning Buzz to the factory in Taiwan, where they hoped that he would get fixed. But it turned out that several Buzz Lightyears were malfunctioning as well, and that they would be recalled. So the gang shipped themselves to Taiwan to save their friend from destruction. In Taiwan, Buzz meets other recalled toys, including Rosie, a warm, cozy toy, and Jade, a doll in an evening gown. Along with the recalled toys, Buzz meets a new Star Command action figure that was going to be his replacement, Dax Blaster, along with his accessory pet cat named Comet. In 2006, under new Disney CEO Bob Iger, Pixar was outright purchased by Disney. Circle 7 was shut down, as was their version of Toy Story 3. Iger placed the third installment in the hands of Pixar. Pixar's brain trust started developing a new idea for the film. In February 2007, Lasseter announced Toy Story 2's co-director Lee Unkrich as the sole director of the film and Michael Arndt as screenwriter. To bring Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and John Ratzenberger back, they put together a whole story reel for them to watch. By the end, all three actors signed to voice their characters again. Fun fact, the film's art director, Daisuke Tsutsumi, is married to Hayao Miyazaki's niece, who inspired the character Mei in Miyazaki's My Neighbor Totoro. Totoro also makes a cameo appearance in Toy Story 3. Randy Newman wrote the score for the film. This would be his third Toy Story film and sixth for Pixar. He won an Oscar for the song We Belong Together. Unkrich felt the pressure to not create the first flop for Pixar, but his fears couldn't have been farther from the truth. The film made a worldwide total of $1.067 billion, becoming the highest grossing animated film of all time until it was surpassed by Frozen in 2014. And it was the highest grossing film of 2010. Critically, the film scored 98% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, with critical consensus stating, deftly blending comedy, adventure, and honest emotion, Toy Story 3 is a rare second sequel that really works. At the Academy Awards, Toy Story 3 received nominations for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Sound Editing, and won for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song. The film's other nominations included 3 Annie Awards, 3 British Academy Film Awards, which it won 1, 5 Critics' Choice Movie Awards, also winning 1, and a Golden Globe Award, which it won. It was named one of the best films of 2010 by the American Film Institute and by the National Board of Review, where it also won Best Animated Film. So, what did I think of Toy Story 3? I absolutely love it. Like I said at the beginning, it is my favorite of the 4 Toy Story films. I just feel like it has so much heart to it. There's that whole fear of loss, both by the mother of Andy losing her child going to college, and the toys losing their Andy, and not knowing where their life is going to go. I question whether we needed a third sequel, or actually this would be a second sequel. And I was wrong. This, I think, was the perfect ending to a trilogy, even though it is a quadrilogy. And we'll get to, I'll get to my thoughts on Toy Story 4 when we get there. But as the ending of a Toy Story trilogy, I thought that this was wonderful. I cried so much, that when the toys are almost going to burn. I knew in deep down that they were going to escape, but I was so in the moment that I was crying because I didn't think that they were going to escape. And I think that is the magic of storytelling, is when they can really get you to like suspend disbelief and make you really think that what you're watching is actually happening. And then the end, without giving away any spoilers, it just, I mean, I was a puddle of tears. I just love this film. It is definitely in my top 10 of Pixar films. And yeah, I just really love this film. Uh, did you watch Toy Story 3? And if you did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you had a good time, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post. It really does help us out. Visit us on all of our socials down below. Visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you later. Bye!